Okay, I'm going to speak now. Let's see if I'm live, actually. And let's hope my stream doesn't mess up and YouTube doesn't just shit the bed, because YouTube loves to shit on my bed. So let's see. Come on, let's see. Oh, I'm live. Wonderful. Can I hear myself? Actually, and let's hope my. I think I was cut off in the beginning. Nope. Okay, I'm going to speak now. Wonderful, I was speaking. All right, yabba dabba doo. Hashtag Viggy Fambers. What the fuck? Why is it? What's with the shitty frame rate? And it glitched out. Oh no, it didn't. It didn't. Okay. Okay. I guess the shitty frame rate is just in my video's end. So yeah, let's continue onwards with drawing from imagination. Right? Draw with me. Draw with me. I had an idea for this while I was on the shitter just about 5 minutes ago, and then that idea died because I realized that I don't have space. So I'm back to my original idea. I had a couple, but let's see. Well, first I want to do something like this to indicate that, oh, look, it's the same thing. Right? Except, oh shit, I already made the fucking line. And obviously, I'm going to like, I'm always trying to think, right? I'm always trying to make sense of everything that I do. Holy shit, bro, what the fuck? Why do I feel so unconfident in my lines? Is it because I haven't drawn in precisely 72 hours? Right? That makes a difference, apparently. Yeah, we're just gonna figure things out as we go, right? Just keep trying to visualize what it is. That was a horrible visualization, but it's okay. I am a whore after all. But let's see. Okay, I want to indicate like this is broken, right? There you go. It's kind of like hanging by a thread. But I already fucked up the the ratios. It's okay. Just keep saying it's okay to yourself. And soon it will be okay. Not because it actually is okay, but because you've successfully lied. Gaslit yourself, a word that is completely overused, and I will continue to overuse it, into oblivion. Let's see. Okay, I actually like this setup. I won't ever be able to replicate this, obviously, but I can see most of my page, even with the ring light in the way. So I don't know how the fuck I did this, and I'm never gonna know. It is only replicable once. I will not even attempt to pay attention because that's how you learn to what I did. But yeah, I have an idea, right? I have an idea. I'm gonna keep saying the words. I have an idea because apparently I have an idea. We just gotta figure out. Well, the thing is, this line was a complete fucking mistake. I shouldn't have drawn this line. So now we have to work around this line, or literally just draw over it, right? And I'm just gonna choose to, for the time being, just kind of ignore the fact that I even did it. And again, we have to remember that there's a very disjointed perspective here because I'm literally trying to do what's it called, curvilinear perspective. So we have to be very careful. And also, I don't know how the fuck to draw these goddamn lines. But we will try. We will try. Right? I'm just trying to figure out motion, you know? Let's see what the fuck I can do. But with these squiggly ass lines that I clearly have an affinity for, this is my talent. Shit lines. Right? I take it back. Talent does exist, and it's it's being displayed in my inability to do anything. The true talent is the friends I lost along the way. Let's see. Uh, Oof, that's not bad. Again, we want to make things very clear. I say as I do. My hands are so fucking. They're so jittery. But it's okay. I'm just on cocaine. That's am I allowed to say that on YouTube stream? Cocaine, 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 cocaine. I wonder if I say it enough times, I'll get banned. This man is promoting cocaine, drug abuse. I'm not promoting it. I'm enabling it. There's a difference. Let's see if the intent will be equally as clear with just straight lines that are a bit wobbly, right? This is also like it's like a test run. Well, that just looks like this thing's on fire, which was not the intent. I wonder if anybody knows what the fuck I'm even trying to do here. But again, the goal is to. Oh wait, that's a bit too big. It's okay because I'm also very big in many circumstances, especially when it batters when it matters, like in the heart. I was trying to make myself sound like a good person, and also trying to do a little ho ho ho. You got baited, you got masturbated. Let's see. Right. So very nice. Now I just need to think about thinking. Think the thinking. You don't say. I don't know what the fuck you're replying to, Silver Comment. Nice to see you, by the way. But what's it called? I actually don't know what you're even referring to, because I literally don't even know what the fuck I say half the time. So I don't say. Clearly, I don't know. I don't say. That's so funny. Okay, I got to think about the perspective too. Let's do something like you don't say. Wait, why did that come up again? I don't know. That just pulled up on my. I guess there's a lag in the iPad showing me the chat versus the fucking mobile. Well, I was here for the part where you were trying to imagine yourself as big. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, I do say that I'm quite big. Let's see, or the jorking it part. I talked about that. What the fuck? Okay, we need to imagine some more stuff. Let's do something like. Let's do something like this. I think honestly, just having clean lines can make a huge difference. Clean. Well, I love I say that as I make the most fucking retarded lines known to man. Clean straight lines. Nah, you got that. You got that dog deep into the ideas. Now you got that dog deep into the ideas in your jumbled brain. I don't know what the fuck that sentence means. What the fuck kind of Gen Z Zoomer lingo is this, bro? What's the actual shite? Apparently, I'm dog deeping my jumbled brain in the dog, something like that. I don't know if anybody heard that, but apparently there's some sort of shit going on upstairs. And I'm trying to figure this out. I don't even think this makes that much sense. But hey, this is why I love art, because I'm learning, right? am I learning correctly? Well, let us change the condition or keep the conditions the same and keep my behavior or change my behavior. What the fuck? Whatever the fuck that means. I don't fucking know. I'm not Alex Hormozy, but I can be if I try. Let's see. Okay, so now I need to see. That just looks like this thing's flying on its own. So clearly I fucked up somewhere. Well, those lines are kind of unnecessary. Clearly, like it doesn't need to be that. Oh yeah, it doesn't need to be this intense. This looks like this thing just has wings and it's flying, which is stupid in a good way. Hello. Oh, hello, Osain. How are you? Nice to always see you again. And by nice, I mean it's painful because you're probably gonna say some stupid shit, and I'm gonna have to deal with it. Welcome, welcome. There you go. That's again, this is like quote unquote impact lines, right? I know this should be a lot faster, but I'm trying. Viggy is lacking in ideas at the moment. What are you talking about? I have a very clear vision, you piece of shit. I have a very clear vision. Look at me. I don't even wear glasses. Fuck. Is that doxing myself? Well, now you all know I don't wear glasses. He's also obsessed with lines. Hey, finally, my fans start to understand what I'm all about. Line quality. Hey, you tell me these lines look like shit, and I'll just cry. Hi, Silver Comet. When I joined in, Viggy's voice was cracking while saying clean, like there's some kind of substance. I fucking hate all of you. Get the fuck out of my stream. No, please stay. Actually, I need you. Don't forget the part where I'm going to be selling you a course 5 years from now when I'm really proficient. Why do you think I'm all conditioning you to think that, ha ha ha, he's just asking for money, ha ha ha? No, no, no. It's a long term game. Okay? Because then when I actually beg and my value proposition is good, it'll be like, oh shit, I will give this guy money because look at how fucking good he is. Genius. Let's see, something like that, right? Indeed, yes, you understand the long term game. And I fucking love, like, you know what kills me is when people think that making money is a bad thing. He's a scammer because he sells a course. Listen, if I scam you by saying that you're that drawing like shit is gonna get you better, then I completely understand. But I intend to break it down for the retards. I intend to make a beginner course, like a program that will literally just be like brain dead, just follow this. Literally just follow this. Do the exercises, because if they're not gonna do the work, they're never gonna get the results. Right? That's kind of a given. But brain dead, just do the fucking exercises and you'll see how much better you get, you know? And I'm gonna target idiots. Oh god, this looks really bad. This looks really, really bad. Well, I guess my attempt to try to create something more dynamic did fail, so now I can just start looking at how to make dynamic lines, right? That's something I can do. Okay, again, I gotta think about the perspective too, so let's see, something like that, and then something like this, right? I gotta really think about that perspective that's being made. There you go. And we can perhaps my fucking piano theme. God damn it! The thing I'm learning, like the piece is stuck in my fucking head. Waltz in A minor. Okay, let's just cover this. This is very difficult to figure out. I'm not gonna lie. How do you make dynamic action lines, right? Well, clearly it's not what I did. I wonder if it's just doing something like that will make a difference, right? Because it made a difference here, but obviously my lines aren't that clean. But is it less about the lines being clean and more about the length of the lines and the angle of the lines, right? It might just be that. Let's see. This is above the perspective, so we are gonna do something like this. Length. Ah, I see. Length of the lines. Okay, so maybe just see. And I also struggle with the angle too, right? So Is it like I can just, I guess now the next step is figuring out which length is appropriate, right? Because clearly girth is not a problem. So it must be length. And obviously I'm trying to think in 3 dimensions while I do this as well, right? Something like that. What this guy's breaking through, girth. At this point, you're just repeating me. I appreciate you. Everybody pay attention. This is called a hashtag true Viggy Fammer. He Viggy Fams even when I don't request it. He's Vigging so hard right now. I'm actually kind of disgusted, but I'm impressed. I'm just kind of doing random bullshit lines here, which I shouldn't be doing. Let's see. Just trying to keep the perspective in mind while I figure all of this out. Of course, right? Because this is where the beautiful thing about rendering is you can just make shit up, right? I could literally do something like, okay, well, it was originally part of the action lines, but now it's part of the tunnel or whatever that he broke through. I mean, it's nice to try and tell a story. There you go. That looks relatively legitimate. The power of not knowing what you're doing, everybody. Isn't that amazing? Okay. And I might go over that again afterwards, but as I wanted it to be. We can just keep trying, right? It's just about continuing to try, right? Again, it's like, okay, it's bricks is what I'm trying to do. So it's okay, so what would that look? Something like that. Let's see. I think the lines being straight is actually might be more important than the lines being curved, right? But I'm trying to do a curvilinear perspective as well. So it was a bit difficult. I think I literally lost the perspective too. Like, what the fuck is this shit? There you go. Yeah, well, we tried. We tried. Does it make a difference? Maybe. Maybe, right? It's actually really fun to try to figure out action lines. Again, like I have no experience with this, right? So this is all experimentation, which is good because that's how we can get something. And I think usually over here, it can be something like it can be tinier little things that sort of emphasize it, right? And then I can do something like this. Who knows if this is gonna work, right? Because I sure don't. But let's see. I'm not trying to. It looks like something. It looks like something, which is okay. I think another thing that's missing is possibly contrast, right? So let's just do, what is it called? Yeah, let's do some cross hatching to make it very clear that this came out of something. Like this guy came out. of whatever, like bricks, tunnel, whatever, right? And that might help too. That might help too. I do wonder if anybody's actually watching this shit. Well, I actually hope whoever's watching is drawing along, by the way. If you don't like me, love yourself and pull out the pen and paper, right? Let me be the sweet siren song to your progress. Lole, lole, lole. And I'll leave it at that. I'll tease you with the last lole. You have to like and subscribe to hear it, to hear my serenade. Okay. I think that's okay. I think that's lole. Oh my. I'll come out stuff after. Don't worry. There you go. Okay. So shit coming out, right? Obviously, this is a mistake. Actually, maybe it doesn't have to be a mistake, right? Curvilinear perspective, very difficult. I'll leave you with the last loles by yours truly, Viggy. Thank you. I'll tease you with the last lole by yours truly, fucking illiterate. Jesus. Okay, so we did this, right? I obviously do want to make it a curvilinear perspective, and now comes the fun and difficult part, right? Which is this. I just got to think. Because, okay, it's like curving in like this, right? This is actually, funny enough, the curvilinearness, if that's a word, only starts beyond this, right? So I'm being attacked, whatever. Some guy's running into me, right? He's in a truck. He broke through the fucking window like a goddamn madman. I think adding more bricks will probably add to the impact of. This is just fucking stupid. This is just like a flying brick. That brick has superpowers. We're just gonna ignore that. This I really liked, but I just wish I did this better. It should have been kind of like curving in like that, right? I can still do it here because it's not as if I can't just do something like this, right? I think that's has a merit, as some might say, merit. Deep voice, Viggy. Let's go. I have a deep voice. Oh yeah, I'm 28 now. Oh wait, people already know this. I did my birthday stream last year or last week. Fuck. God damn it. I wish I did it on my birthday so I could have begged people to give me attention. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, which is sad. I mean, it's fine because I was just out with friends and family. No, it was just friends. But let's see. Maybe these will be the last couple of bricks, right? It's nice. I get to experiment, right? Really, I'm really trying to think about what the fucking what the dynamism could be like, because it's hard to figure out. That's for sure, especially when it's just like lines, right? And these lines actually need to be pretty fucking accurate, or else it kind of looks awkward. But as Silver Comet so eloquently said, length, girth, and struggle, right? Let's see. There you go. Right. So look. We'll leave it at that because I don't think these lines are starting to make much sense anymore. Right. And I don't want to add to a chaos that doesn't need to be. Although this is pretty chaotic, obviously. I love how I said I'm gonna leave the lines alone, but then I just keep going. Hashtag Viggy Famming, truly. But everybody left. I have one view now. Fuck you. I don't need you. He says sadly. Never mind. Silver's already there. It was already, but sure. I don't know what you're replying to. I really don't pay attention apparently. But let's see. When in doubt, just keep adding more fucking lines. It'll balance out, right? There you go. It'll balance out. There you go. Nope, it didn't balance out. It doesn't even look like this thing was going fast anymore. Shit. It didn't balance out. I lied. I lied to myself. But I wonder what that actually doesn't look too bad on stream, but it does look pretty shit in real life. So we'll just do something like that. Does that look better on stream? I mean, does it really matter if it looks like shit either way? It's fine. Well, we have learned that we need more consistency, right? But with that being said, let's let's draw the surroundings, right? Let's draw the surroundings. Okay, so obviously I'm trying a curvilinear perspective, right? Let's see. Okay, so obviously I want something like, let's see. I'm just trying to think because the vanishing points are here, right, and up here, like one up there, one down here. So how would it look if I gotta think about what these things look like. Okay, if it's about eye level, then it should be like this, actually. Yeah, that makes more sense. Right. Well, that's like all broken, so we're gonna start with... Actually, this works out. I'll do something like this. Now, you don't actually see these, let's be real. We don't actually see much of this. Like, I don't think this really exists in the structure that I'm doing it as. But this is what I'm trying to visualize, right? There you go. And I'm leaving it at that. Let me drink some water. Clearly, I can't fucking speak. But I guess at least the intent is coming across, right? Now, we have to think like how this explosion sort of fucks it all up. So let's do something like... Yeah, I'm really curvilinear. Maybe I shouldn't do it that much, right? Maybe we should be a bit more subtle. Yeah, like that. Right? Something like... Well, what the fuck? I need to think about this. What does it look like? What am I trying to do? Well, I have to think. What am I trying to do? Well, I can't tell you guys what I'm trying to do. Actually, if you could help me, I'm trying to create aisles. This is a grocery store, right? This guy broke into a grocery store. For some reason, I'm just drawing in the corner. I spoiled everything. I spoiled it. But what should I make the aisles? Because obviously, there's only so much space. Well, first, I can start by adding fucking like soda cans flying around. Right. Okay, a jar of pickles. Okay, thanks. Let me do that right now. Well, it's kind of fucked that up. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. But first, let's organize ourselves. There you go. And then I can do this right here. Let's let's create some like cans that are falling out. Right? Shit's like fucking. Maybe we have Well, actually, that's the thing. This line really fucked a lot of things up because it's so hard to draw something like coming out without already going over this line. So the question is, should I just draw over the line? Maybe I should, right? Maybe I should, because like, it's already fucking everything up clearly. This is, let's see. We obviously want the environment to be being affected by what's happening, right? Okay, so if I'm going this way, I need to think about the perspective. Okay, I don't know. Let's just throw a fucking banana in there. Ooh. There you go. There's a banana. Is anyone what a banana looks like? Who fucking knows? Coconut. Yes, I will add a coconut. Don't worry. We will add a coconut right here. A giant fucking coconut coming at me specifically. Right. So we'll do something like, because obviously it's moving. There you go. Something like that. We can just do. Right. There you go, coconut. Kind of looks like a bowling ball, but what if I had like the little hairs that a coconut has? Eh. And obviously this should be like pitch fucking black. This doesn't look like a coconut. Clearly, I don't know what a coconut looks like. This just looks like an alien. A block of cheese. Thank you. I really appreciate it. This is where Silver Comet's annoying fucking background drawing really comes in handy. Right? Little fucking coconut hairs. You know? Coconut hairs coming in clutch. A leg of chicken. Okay, let's calm down here. Let me fucking just figure out what the aisles are gonna look like in perspective. Jesus Christ. Like, I need to make sure I understand. Actually, do I need to figure out what the aisles look like in perspective first? Honestly, Silver Comet, you're probably right. I probably should just be drawing all the random shit that is flying around, right? And then the aisles can come later. But I guess let me at least establish the perspective I want to establish, which is that. Yeah, it's gonna be like, it's actually gonna be pretty fucking. There you go. Like, it's really curvilinear at this point. But let us see. Let us see. A block of cheese, eh? Let's do a cake. Oh, we can do that. Let's do this. Right, and then we can just. And let's how do you encase, how do you make something look like it's in plastic? Right? There you go. Let's put a price tag on it. And maybe it's plastic over there. Winnie the Pooh. Okay, shut the fuck up. At this point, fuck off. This fucking guy won't even let me have my moment of just figuring things out. Right? There you go. That's a cake, I guess. There you go. Just a cake. It's not a cake. That looks like a fucking. That looks like a hamburger. What the hell? That is not a cake. That is not a cake at all. But I'm learning. I'm learning. What am I learning? I'm learning that that is not a cake. Honestly, I give. I know. Yes, it looks like a burger. I give. Fucking can't even speak. I give Silver Comet shit, but he's clearly the only one who ever actually enjoys my streams and stays on long enough, even with all the berating. So, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Pie. Okay, let's do. So it's like this, right? I don't know. I'm putting my hand like, what the fuck? I don't know why I was trying to draw like that. That's stupid. Okay, welcome. Yes, thank you. That probably isn't the right perspective, to be honest. Yeah, that is not the right perspective, this thing that I've done. But I can change it, funny enough. Yeah, this is the right perspective. Like this. There you go, that's the right perspective. Okay, and then. There you go, something like that. Right. The thing is, like, composition is also important, so we can't just put random shit everywhere, right? It has to make sense. Well, let's start off with what we can do to make sense, right? Okay, well, this actually kind of worked out in the end, this, because first we can just start off with putting little, like, jars and shit on the top. Well, obviously, trying to think about perspective, right? Little jars up there. And then now we can be like, okay, the aisle is getting fucking, it's like retarded, right? So something like that. Honestly, this perspective is gonna be really wonky, but I'm okay with that. Like, I'm actually really okay with that because it's fun. It's fun to make wonky perspective, right? Thankfully, like, this stuff is fine, so we can just do that. Uh, Here we can just have some, maybe like cereal or some shit, right? Something like that. It's all about branding, isn't it? Right? So you could just be like, oh, okay, this is cereal. And the thing is, I can actually make these shelves jut out. So I can literally just do something like this, watch. And we could have little bowls here, right? So I could just do this. Literally, like how I did this, we could do, right? Boom. Okay, now it's like, okay, now it's gonna be a structure where it's like this, and it's coming out. At least that's gonna be the intent, right? That's going to be the intent. Little scribbles on each. And I'm really trying to keep the perspective in mind. Trust me, like, it's actually very difficult to keep curvilinear perspective in mind, and not to like not to bastardize it, right? Okay, but the thing is, what we can't just say like, oh, we see boxes in grocery stores. We have to actually think like, what do we see in grocery stores, right? And I know, Silver Comet, you're gonna try to help and be like this, that, but I also need to be able to be like, this is what I see in grocery stores. If I'm not building my own understanding of what I see, then I'm not actually learning anything, right? I'm not actually thinking for my own accord. I will always appreciate the help, of course, but I need to think as well. Like, okay, what the fuck do I see? What have I noticed? What have I observed? Because if I haven't observed anything, then I haven't learned anything, right? Or I haven't been, or at least at the very least, I haven't paid attention. If you didn't know what was in a store, I'd be worried for you. Well, I have mentioned multiple times I live in my parents' basement, so they go to Costco for me. But let's see. Okay, so like in the aisles, what type of shit do we see? Well, I see a bunch of different types. I don't fuck. I literally only go to the meat section, all right? But we see spices, we see condiments, right? But they're all just fucking jars. Do you know what a wet market is? I actually have a wet market in my pants every single day, so I'm quite intimately familiar. Thank you very much. But let's see what else. Let's see. Let me think. Okay, so apart from jars and fucking cereal boxes, what the hell else have I noticed? Bro, what the fuck? What do I see in my milk? No, but milk is in a fridge in Canada, and I'm assuming everywhere else. But let's see. Do we see maybe let's just say they're fucking jars stored like this. Right? And then it's there you go. For the sake of the fucking just visual interest, right? So then we can add, I don't know, there, it's glass, right? There you go. Oh, there you go. Cool. Yeah, okay, well, I already answered that. Let's see. How long has it been? It's been 42 minutes and I've drawn jack shit. I'm so proud of myself. This is what happens every fucking live drawing session. Amazing. Right? Okay, and then do I really want to make it that intense? I mean, I could. Or maybe I will make it that intense. Well, maybe this I could literally just black this out, right? Because we're not really seeing much of that. But damn, that's gonna be an intense curvilinear perspective. It's gonna be like this. That's stupid. I don't know if I want to do that. What the fuck? That's just dumb. Well, actually, no. We could make it a bit less. There you go. Now we can start being like, oh shit, something fucking. Let's see, something like this shit's just spilling out, right? Yeah. You know, shit's just spilling out of this. Peanuts. Uh. Clearly, I need to learn different types of fucking jars I can draw. But for the time being, there you go. That doesn't even look dynamic. But I tried. I failed miserably, but I tried. Fuck it. Let's just make it go ham. We'll be like, oh shit, things are just fucking breaking everywhere because that was the one jar that was holding everything together, right? We'll just be like, oh no, oh no. Right. Again, peanuts or something. What the fuck? What was this? Obviously, things have a lot more, and these lines are too thick, but like obviously things have a lot more. These like jars are actually full, right? It's not just some fucking retarded half full shit, right? Silver Comet says that's good. Thank you, Silver Comet. Your opinion is the only reason I'm alive. But let's see. again, I'm trying to envision this as much as I can whilst I go about my business, but it is difficult. Very, very, very difficult. Okay, we'll just have this be something. Right, and who knows? Maybe this can be like a little container. I've seen weird looking containers, right? Oh, this is going down the perspective, yeah. It's like this, I guess. It's okay. It doesn't have to look believable. I just have to die after. There you go. It's the shitty lines that make the good lines. That's an original Viggy quote. You can quote that 10 years from now when my shitty lines are actually great lines, and they'll be like, "How'd you do it?" I'll be like, "Just watch all my videos. You'll know exactly how I did it." There you go. Silver comment. I hope you are drawing along, because I would feel bad for you if this was your only form of entertainment. Although I do appreciate the support as always. At this point, he's the only one supporting me. My views have gone to shit. My retention has gone to shit. Yes, I do. Wonderful. That makes me very happy. The fact that you draw along is awesome. Right? I have it on my desk next to me. Awesome. Wonderful. Amazing. What other adjectives out there? Amazing. Wonderful. Awesome. Oh, I'm so fucking smart. But let's put some alcohol in here because this is an illegal grocery market. Yeah, let's put some alcohol in there. It turns out that this man is actually attacking. These look like bowling balls. I'm drawing an owl on crack. Holy shit, dude! Do you have an Instagram or something? I would love to follow your imagination or your drawings because your imagination is amazing. And I don't say that lightly because I'm amazing. Okay, cool. All right, little bottles or something. Right, bunch of shit. Nope, making another one. You're making another Instagram? What the fuck? Okay, nice. There you go. What's he saying? Made it a while back in middle school. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, what the fuck? Middle school was literally 4 years ago. Fuck off for you, little shit. This guy's like 10 years old. Let's see. Okay, if we can have that, then maybe we can have like an open cereal box or something. Right? It's coming out. Uh, there you go. Something like that. That does not look curvilinear. Jesus H Christ. But this obviously needs a bit of darkness because obviously it's shit like spilling out, right? Same here, to be honest. I don't really know what I'm doing to be at this point. But butter, as they say. I actually came up with that myself. So if you hear anybody else say that, they're fucking copying me. Oh, fucking Jesus Christ, what a shit box. Okay, and then we'll just obviously create random little squiggles to indicate that this is in fact legible, right? There you go. Of course, we'll do a little bit of shading here. A little bit of shading there. A little bit of giving up on this drawing there. Okay, that is not what I wanted. And it's literally what that's not what I wanted at all. I wanted this to be a lot better. But it's okay. Because again, I'm offing myself. This is the last drawing I'll ever have to make. After that, we can just be happy with the outcome, because the outcome will be a noose and a very nice swing of my legs. Let's see. That's a bit too thick, to be honest. It doesn't really thicken up as it gets closer, does it? Let's see. Damn, how's it already been an hour? Yeah, I'm gonna keep trying. Obviously, I want to figure or finish this part. Right. I guess this is where composition comes into the fray. Let's see. And then there you go, something like that, right? And we can do something like this. This is the cap. Maybe this one, the glass reflection actually shows while I draw the whatever the fuck these are, little circles. Let's just say it fucking plums, I guess. Sure, it's plums. Right? Cool. What else? What else can we do? Well, we'll just keep doing this. And okay, this perspective really is getting wonky. So let's just figure this out. There you go. And we should probably add some shelves, like I did here. But okay, well, let's finish this first then. Let's just figure this out. Why is this one so curvy? What the fuck? Why? This one just looks retarded. What the fuck? Okay. Let's see. Who knows? Right. Truly, veritably. Who does know? Okay, we just got to make sure that... Okay, like this doesn't even look that cracked anymore, to be honest. So we'll just have to figure it out. Yeah, that one doesn't really look that cracked anymore. Right? But it's okay. We can always make things look like they have crack. There you go. Let's do something like this. This is like a package that's breaking apart, maybe, right? And there's like random... What the fuck should come out of here? Cylinders, little bent cylinders, right? Just overflowing little curvy organic cylinders. And it's closer to me, so it'll be bigger as well. This is where we can add little indications of text, right? Scribbles. It's not bad. Still figuring things out. That's my cope. I say that every time I actually don't know what the fuck I'm doing. That's not bad. It's just figuring things out. I'm just learning. But when will he stop learning and start being good? Well, that's why I just offset all responsibility to fucking 30 years from now. Because I don't need to be good, man. Let's see. Or maybe this one can be facing us. Right? There you go. Make it nice and dark. Still trying to keep the perspective in mind. As much as possible. Right? What the fuck is this? What are these balls? I'm not sure, but apparently it's in the food aisle, so people must be putting them in their mouth. But why are these balls? That's too deep of a question for me, to be honest. I can only draw the balls. I cannot explain why they are or why they aren't. I do not have the wisdom for such an answer yet. But perhaps Silver Comet can explain. Why balls? Why now of all times? It's just fucking Kim Jong-un does this, right? Let's just Oh yeah, today's his death anniversary. Fuck, I forgot to mention. Bro, rest in peace. Just rest in peace. It's his death anniversary. You probably like them and as such ponder on the thought, oh, this man not only spoke so eloquently as why I'm a beta boy bitch, but also, I mean, he responded to me, so I feel honored. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Thank you, Silver Comet, as always. Your words not only bring wisdom, they bring jizdom. Oh, wait, that's this. Right. Yeah, Kim Jong-il's death anniversary is today. I can't believe it, but fucking just a legend in all regards. Just sad. Sad, but you know, he was an icon. And I'm hoping if there's a heaven, he's just fucking dicking around and doodling. You know? Just dicking around and doodling. That's what I would hope. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I can't believe it's been 3 years already since he passed away. I should probably add little lines on these. If I'm gonna add the lines, let's make them decent. Let's, and then I can just do something like that. But yeah, can't believe it's been fucking 3 years since he passed. It's crazy. Still inspiring millions to this day. To this day, inspiring millions. I mean, I'm literally trying to prove that his skill was not a non offshoot, but very replicable. Right? To his degree, who knows? That's just a time equation. That's just a time and observation and effort equation. Right? Will I have put in as much effort as him in my lifetime? Who knows? But will I be able to prove that his type of draftsmanship is not something to beholden as a God-given gift? Oh, of course. Many people have already proven it. I'm just going to prove it to the extent that it's all being documented, right? So there's really never ever going to be the question of how do I become a good draftsman ever again? Because if you do ask it, there is a channel. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. Exactly. But why not try? Why not dedicate my life to trying, right? But yeah, like there will be a channel to be like, hey, here's how you can become an excellent draftsman. Here's what this person did. Here's how they meticulously broke it down. Here's their thought process as they were learning. Here's all the different moments they had where they're like, oh shit, this is going to make me better. This is going to make me better. Since you'll never be the same individual, but we'll stick to a style unique to you. Exactly. But the fundamentals are all the same fundamentals, right? Learning form, spatial reasoning is that's the thing. Like I'm learning piano, so everybody is going to express a piano piece differently once they have gotten their like 5-10 years of fundamentals down, right? Got to hone your craft after all. Exactly. It's all about your unique voice only occurs when you're not fucking your vocal cords are strong enough. I guess is a decent analogy, right? Like you can't fucking sing well if you don't have strong vocal cords, and if you don't drink a lot of water, blah blah blah, right? If you don't train the different what's it called, ranges, the vocal ranges, if you don't practice. It's all about practice. Every single skill in the fucking world is about practice. There's nobody who was born out of the fucking womb drawing like this. But beginners, honestly, like, dude, I was talking to Broken Draw, i.e. Tyrion Holtit, about this, right? But he has a Discord, and he was like, oh, yo, like, because we were just talking. I was literally just saying, like, he posted some art. I'm like, oh, this looks amazing, right? And we just got to talking and stuff. And I'm like, oh, thanks for all the support and shit. He's like, yeah, no worries, because he believes in me, you know. He's like, you're gonna kill it, all that stuff, right? But what's it called? He basically he basically said, "Oh, thank you so much for all like the fucking," because I used to give a lot of feedback and like advice for people, beginners especially, right? Like very clear, big like new beginners, like how I was when I started. You know, no, can't draw lines straight, can't fucking think in 3D whatsoever, right? So I used to give them advice on the mindset to have, the types of practices to do, right? The how many repetitions they needed to be even halfway decent, and I would show my progress as an example. And every single time, verbatim, there'd be very like fucking like 80% of the time, nobody would reply. They wouldn't even say thank you. I don't need a fucking thank you, but just an acknowledgement and be like, oh, okay, cool. You don't even need to follow it, but just an acknowledgement. Nobody would do that shit. So I told him, like, I was fucking done. I'm done giving advice. Like, nobody's trying to actually fucking learn. They just want a shortcut. And then we spent like 10 minutes just talking about, yeah, it's just the proof is in the pudding. I just got to become a goat. He's just got to become a goat. And then when they ask, how'd you do it? It's practice the fundamentals relentlessly, enjoyed the process, and thousands and thousands and thousands of repetitions. Intentional repetitions where I was really thinking, right? But nobody wants to hear that. Beginners all want the fucking secret. They all want the hack, but the hack is just the fucking work that you're not doing, bro. Like it's so simple. It's a piss off actually how simple it is, in terms of just giving that advice. Yeah, but that's the thing. It's either you do the work, you actually understand the value in what I'm doing, because I guarantee you 10 years from now, I'm gonna be fucking incredible, and people then are still gonna be like, how did you do it? And well, as if I haven't been saying the same fucking thing over and over and over, which is practice your lines, practice your basic shapes, start manipulating them, excess effort, visualize, ink only to improve that, right? How many fucking times can one person say the same thing? Well, we're gonna see as I continue to fucking draw, right? And have to deal with people asking. Not that I don't like helping. Don't get me wrong. I really do like helping. I just don't like helping people, like in that Discord where it was the same fucking person asking the same shit, and I would give the same response, and they just completely ignore it and then ask the same thing, right? Like, just kill me. Just fucking kill me. Most annoying part is I was literally probably as beginner as it gets. I couldn't draw a straight fucking line for shit. I literally could not do something like this. I couldn't do that. My hands would be all shaking and shit. I could not draw. So I understand more than anyone. And like people will look at my intro video, welcome to my progress channel video, the art progress video, and they'll be like, you could always draw. No, I was just patient. But I had, and again, like my lines were very scratchy. I was scratching a lot, right? Like beginner mistakes all over. That shit, all the drawings I showed took like fucking 2 hours to do before I started actually practicing. You know, I was just extremely patient, and I just wanted whatever I was doing to come to fruition, right? So what is it? Like I was patient and I was observant, but that took a lot of mental effort, like insane amount of mental effort, right? So yeah. Kim Jong-il always said this one thing. He's like, bro, just if you don't know what to draw, just fucking add unnecessary detail. That's exactly what I'm doing. Oh wait, that's wrong. That's wrong. Like that. There you go. Yeah, he always said, he's like, if you don't know, yeah, just add unnecessary detail. There you go. I'm pretty sure the perspective is pretty off now, but it's what it is. Right? Yeah, it's what it is. But yeah, not even to go on a rant, but I like the more I am, the more I get better. The more I realize it was just a matter of doing the thing, and the more I realize like beginners just don't want to do the thing, right? That's why in my finale short, I made it very clear: 90% of you will fuck around and not get better, you know. And I'm very happy that video had the most dislikes of them all because it means it pissed off a lot of people because it made them feel as if I'm being attacked. Good. I hope you fucking feel attacked. Right? I hope you feel as if I'm not doing enough because you most likely aren't. Right? Now that's not even to be mean. It's just there are ways to do things. You are not doing them. It's as simple as that. There's a lot of things I'm sure I'm doing right, and there's a lot of things I'm sure I'm not doing the best. But at the very least, I know if I keep practicing the skill, those other things I'm not doing as well will come to light, right? And this will be less of a problem. Spatial reasoning, right? But either way, I'm the goat. I'm perfect. Okay, so that's like a really fucked up. Uh, let's just do something like this. We'll just make this like chip bags, right? Or not like chip bags, but just, I don't know, just bags that have something in them. We. By the way, I'm not saying any of this to be rude. I'm saying that all of this to be an asshole. No, I'm saying all of this to be honestly to showcase that anybody can draw, right? Like the fact that you can do these things. I just wish people took themselves more seriously as much as I try to take them, right? Somebody says, I'm going to do this. I'm like, great, do this. Or I want to do this. I'm like, great, do these fucking 15 things. Or not even, do these 2 things consistently and you'll be pretty fucking good, right? And then it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to realize that you haven't been doing the thing. It's uncomfortable to realize that, oh, okay, I actually have to try. But the right mindset is, oh shit, here is very actionable steps I can take. Here's very actionable steps I can take that will 100% result in progress. Like, look at just do my shorts. Just literally go through my shorts one by one. Like, holy shit. At this point, I'm just bitching. Well, thankfully, my voice is deep, so it sounds less like bitching and more like a lecture. Manly man strikes again. At least it sounds deep to me. I wonder if it just sounds like an absolute fucking whiny voice to other people. He laughs, but he also cries because he has no other choice. Let's see. See, I don't know what these are. Let's just say it's peanuts. I don't know any fucking peanuts that look like this, but it's something. It's something. There you go. Yeah, this is like retarded curvilinear perspective. This is just artist tries and fails miserably. Pumpkin? No pumpkin. I'm sorry. Okay, there's no fucking what goddamn grocery store has like jars and shit and then pumpkin next to it? Make it make sense, you motherfucker. There you go. Open bag, and then we'll do some branding. Save a lot. Pumpkin save a lot. I don't know what that means. Like brands that save a lot? What the fuck are you trying to say? Let me just what should this be? There's the barcode. But that's the name of a store. Save a Lot? Save a Lot has pumpkins next to jars? What the fuck? I assume you're American. Chips. Because I've never heard of Save a Lot. I've heard of Dollar Store. You ever heard of Dollar Store? It's like the most basic fucking store out there. Oof, that was a good one. Let's see. There you go. Yes. Nice. I'm proud of you. I'm glad you've heard of Dollar Store. You have now leveled up. You've gone from Kraton to Worm. Okay, my form indications definitely need to be better. Oh, my back. It's so sore. But how long has it been? 70 minutes. 69 minutes, actually. But yeah, 70 minutes. I do think I've learned. I think I've learned. Yeah, I think I've learned while practicing this. I mean, my goal is always to learn, right? So I'm trying to visualize and put into practice what I am learning. Right? The worst type of session for me would be let's see, one where I didn't learn. There you go. This brand is called Ass. That's good. I'm proud of myself. There you go. Ta-da. Okay. Yeah, see? Exactly, right? Who would want to buy ass? I personally would buy ass in dividends. Dividends, I say. Here, let's do that here too. Right? Also an ass bag. But let's see. This is how we can a couple of them open. We'll have a couple that are closed, but just kind of falling, right? You got that one, like that one ripped open. There you go. Silver, if you know anybody who would be interested in art and specifically my channel, please shill it to the moon, as they say. I would like more of you on my streams, more of your kind, your people, right? It would make me happy. There you go. Sure. Wow, that was easy. What the fuck? Networking 101, or like begging, I guess. Ass. There you go. Let's get the barcode here. Ta-da! Oh, we'll hit the barcode here too. Oh, the barcode's on the back. I fucked that up. Okay. So, what do you think of this drawing so far? I'm actually curious. I think it's decent. I think the perspective obviously is a bit wonky and it needs work. But I feel as if in terms of an event, of an attempt to do something I've never done before, which is like something crashing out and like being dynamic and adding a lot of shit, I think it's not bad. You like it so far? Nice, thanks. Yeah, I don't think it's too bad. Right? It's just it needs a bit of work, but yeah, it's not bad. The biggest issue with my drawing is just kind of just understanding what's going on. I recognize that, right? I recognize that I have that issue, but I think right now for my level of skill, it's okay, right? It doesn't need to be anything incredible, right? I think for my level of skill, it's all right. We just need to keep going, keep drawing more ass. There you go. I know the perspective is like super fucking wonky because I'm literally going in like this at this point. Right? It's as curvilinear as a damn gets, but not even technically accurately curvilinear. Just this is where intuitive perspective comes in, even if I don't want it to particularly be intuitive. Right? This is where we can. There you go. There you go. Ta-da! Right? It looks kind of retarded, but it is what it is. I was born retarded. Let's see. There you go. And then there you go. It's not bad. You know what? I like it. It has a lot of charm, I think. Yeah, like I definitely would say it has a decent amount of charm, right? What does that mean in this context? I don't know, but if I keep repeating it, people will also agree with me. Right? Oh yes, this artwork did have a lot of charm. Vicky was right. There you go. Okay. And then we can just obviously keep the fucking yeah, that piano piece is really stuck in my head. Jesus Christ. But I did just go to piano class today and play it, so it makes sense. But that's a bit too thin. I wonder if anybody else is here who's listening or watching. Right? What do you fuckers think of it? You guys ever say anything? Oh, you just watch pieces of shits? I wonder if I just have more these little peanut shaped things. Right? Let's see. Well, we do need to finish this ass bag. There you go. That's in perspective. That's good. I love posting on discords because they're all, what the fuck, how'd you do this? So they just completely ignore it. So either way, I win. I can't keep up with my mind because drawing is thinking. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Hoi, 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 hoi. That's a psychic reference I just like to throw out every now and then. I honestly want to keep these bricks light because I feel as if it's nice. You know, it's okay, wait, did I fuck up the perspective? It should be like this, right? So we're just gonna ignore that and we're gonna make it come around like that. Yeah. This can be something else. Um yeah, I fucked up the perspective, but maybe we can just have more bags, right? Well, let's see, this side I'm doing something like this. This is the side. I also need to be okay with letting it breathe, letting things occur as they occur, right? How does it look on stream? It looks okay on stream, I think. Right? Is it hard to tell what's going on? I don't know. I guess it's fine. I don't fucking know, bro. I can't tell if my drawings are good anymore. I just know that I'm trying my best. Right? I don't think that's the best place to be in either because obviously I want to be able to see what's wrong, but when I'm just kind of experimenting like this, it's hard to tell exactly what is occurring. Know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Because we got that. Okay, so this comes out there. Okay, so I guess, just, I think I'll do that. I think specifically for this instance, I'm just going to blot out the back to bring more focus to the front in terms of just render out the back, right? Make it inconsequential, make the front pop more. Yeah, my drawings are fucking all over the place, nonsensical application of different techniques that aren't really coherent, but it'll be coherent over time. It'll be coherent, right? That's what we all say to ourselves. I'll be good when X. Okay. Let's make that rip like that. There you go. Oh, that doesn't really look like a rip anymore. There you go. Okay, coolio. All right. Let's keep doing more. Try to keep the perspective in mind as much as I can while I'm drawing this. Right. Zooming out is an important skill to have while you draw. If you're too zoned in on what you're doing, I've made plenty of mistakes even now throughout this session where I was so focused on what I was doing that I didn't take into account how that would affect the rest of the drawing. Right. And I'm still trying to work on white space and white balance, right? That whole negative space composition. Broken Draw gave me, or Tyrion gave me a really good tip where he's like, just zoom out, right? Or just kind of blur your eyes, see how you want it to be. So I'm trying to keep that in mind. Trying is the operative word. Trying. Okay. So this is actually incorrect. It should be something like this. Right? Something like that. So I guess like I think that's also incorrect. What the fuck? Because I'm trying to think about how it should be. Yeah, but that's more accurate than whatever that was. But actually, we can make it work. We can literally make it work, right? We can be fine. So this is where everything's really getting fucked. I think this side not much is happening, so that will be pretty normal. Um, let's see. It's been 82 minutes. So let me. What should be here? Curious. What should I put here? Put jars. We put bags. We put little cartons. Bless me. What should we put down here? Or should I just call it a stream? Should I just call it a stream? It's been an hour and 20 minutes. I'm kind of out of ideas. I can pick it up next week. That's never a problem. I could always pick it up next week. What do you guys say? The one people that is watching Ice Silver comment, you think this is good? How about lemons? Oh, lemons. Ramens? You say ramens? Well, maybe I'll. Okay, well, I'll do that and then I'll go. Not that I know what a lemon is like. I just. Yeah, not that I literally know what a fucking lemon looks like. This looks like a bomb. Oh, fuck me. Already fucked it up. Wow, what an incredibly fucking shit lemon. What the fuck is this? Literally, what the fuck is this? Fuck it, I'm giving it a stem. I know lemons don't have stems, but I'm giving it a stem. It's better than what the fuck I just did. Just bastardized the lemon, right? Oh, we can actually stuff this entire area with lemons. We can do that. So I'll do something like. And then we can do this. Nope, that was a shit line. Okay, well, I tried. And then because this is obviously not affected. This is genuinely not affected, right? It can't be affected. Only like let's just say only this is the one that's slightly affected. But because we have to think about it in terms of physics, right? This shit's all shaky and stuff, so it makes sense that things here would kind of get fucked up. But over here, why would anything really get fucked up? It doesn't make any sense, right? Oh wait, that's a fucking horrible stem. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's. Maybe this is just a vegetable aisle. They don't all have to be. They don't all have to be lemons. They don't all have to be. They don't all have to be lemons. Let's just leave it at that, right? Eh. God, it's so hard to do that. Okay, and let's see. This isn't bad. Honestly, this drawing is not bad. It's pretty decent for all things. Anyways, all things considered, you know, it's pretty decent. Pretty decent, right? This is just me reassuring myself, so I don't feel like absolute trash just yet. But this line is really bad. There you go. Fuck it. I'll just turn into that anyways. Let's see. That is not a lemon. That is a fucking. That is not a lemon. But we will try to honor what the lemon used to be back in the day. There you go. There you go. How do I feel about this drawing? I'm like back and forth. Well, let's see. What metrics can I control? The effort. Did I put in a lot of effort? I would say I put a decent amount of effort in. I would say I genuinely put a decent amount of effort in. Right? Did I try my best? No, I did not try my best. Okay, so there you go. We can give myself shit for that. But I am putting, I would like to believe, a lot of effort in. So, not too bad. Right? We're all right. We're doing Gucci in that sense. What else? What other metrics? Did I enjoy the effort I'm putting in? Yeah. I'm having quite a good time with this, right? So, but did I get the perspective right? Absolutely fucking not. I did not. There you go. That's better. That's also wonky as shit. Yeah, we're trying. We're trying. We're trying. We're trying. There you go. This is not a fucking lemon. I don't even know why I even turned this into what the fuck this is. But it's not a lemon. It's not bad though. Even when I don't make the best effort, clearly, I'm capable of doing some decent drawings. Something stuck to my pen tip, right? I'm trying to think of the perspective while I do this, which is pretty difficult, right? I obviously could have. That was pretty bad. I obviously could have done a lot better. I'd like to believe, to be honest, but we can't cry over that. Even now, like I think maybe I could be making a lot better of an effort, but I'm still trying to imagine and visualize everything, right? It's also figuring out my own process. And honestly, when I draw for this long, I end up being in a bit of a rush because I'm too used to just drawing uh, for an hour, right? So anything past that, my brain dies. But no excuse. No excuse at all, right? I just could have done better, but I didn't do better. How does that look? How does that look? Like if we do if we turn it, right? How does that look? Looks okay. Looks okay. But again, we can do something like that. There you go. Perspective actually doesn't make much sense anymore. But I am done. What do you think, Silver Comet, my number one fan? What do you think? Oh, let me put my pen like this because this helps with the thumbnail. So I'll just put the pen like right here. There you go. That should help. But what do you think? What do you think if you're still here? Looks good. Nice. Most fucking blanket statement of all time. I appreciate it. But as long as you like it, that's nice. Lemons look like frogs. Lemons don't look like shit, bro. They look like fucking garbage is what they look like. I clearly need to learn what lemons look like. But yeah, I think it's not bad. I tried something new, right? Dynamic, like something breaking through. You can kind of get that across. I tried to add aisles and shit, right? Which is a lot of repetition, which was nice. Good stuff. I enjoyed it. And I think I'll call it here next Friday or whatever the hell. Look looks at the bottom right and you might see it. The bottom right. I don't see it. I'm sorry. Oh, speaking of, let me just add those little lines for consistency, I guess. Okay, the aisles were a nice touch. Yeah, yeah. Like my when I did this, the 2 3 ideas I had was it's a highway or it's a and then like literally a few days ago, I'm like, oh, I could do a grocery store. That would be pretty cool, right? That's kind of different. So again, just got to keep working, keep trying to understand things, right? I definitely broke out of my comfort zone with this, which is important. The frogs are smiling. Oh, I kind of see that now. I see that now. That's funny. But there. Let's say like this is kind of. Nah, I don't know if that worked. That didn't work. We'll leave it. I was trying to add quote unquote action lines, but that didn't really work. Yeah, you know what? I challenged myself. I genuinely I pushed myself outside of my comfort zone for sure, and I made an effort, right? Did I make the most fucking grand effort I could have made? No, no. I think it's very clear to myself that I did not. But it was very uncomfortable, and I tried to push past it, which I think is a good sign. But yeah, as long as you liked it, Silver Comment, and you enjoyed listening or drawing along, whatever the hell, right? That's nice. We'll do the other part of the aisle next stream. I don't know if it'll be Monday. It'll probably be Friday. I like doing Friday streams, right? Monday, Friday. I clearly don't have a fucking schedule. It's just all based on how I'm feeling. Oh, let's just add this. I'm a goon. There you go. I'm a goon. Take care. Yeah, you as well. Okay. Thank you, everybody. And by everybody, I mean literally just Silver Comment and Osign for like 10 seconds for coming along and drawing along, right? I get more views afterwards, so people are going to watch it, but whatever. Anyways, rest. Everybody enjoy your weekend. Yeah. Last thoughts. I made an effort. I tried something new. It was very uncomfortable, and I pushed through it, and I continued to do my best. And that's all that matters. So good drawing session. Wonderful. All right. Peace out, everybody. Oh yeah. As always, fuck. I have to do my outro. As always, keep drawing. Wait, no. As always, fuck you for watching. Keep drawing, and please give me money. I fucking I don't even know my own shit anymore. Goodbye.